new format. As you know, instead of doing 2 rounds of regional meetings where we hit 4 sites in 1 week, and then the next week we move on, this year we're doing 4 meetings, but in a different site each time. So this is the only time we'll be person to person here, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, you know, with travel and all of that, but you'll be able to Zoom the 3 other ones. So the good news is you really get twice as much information, and you only have to travel once. So there you go. So that's maybe a good thing as well. So welcome everybody, both here and who's watching us.
Can you just maybe do a quick, can everyone hear Sue?
Can everyone hear me? If you can, wave your hand or something. We get to see you a little bit.
Can you hear us? Yeah,
yep,
waving. All right. We see that wave.
We see your wave. If you can hear us okay, double checking.
Or you can chat in too. You should chat.
You can chat. Can they just talk?
They're muted. Their microphones are muted.
You're muted, but you can. What do they need to do to?
They should have a little chat icon where they can.
You have a chat icon on your computer if you want to
type
a question or something. And we'll be watching for your questions as we go.
Allison, yes, I can hear you. Gregory, I hear you.
Okay.
Some good responses.
We're getting some good responses, so we're going to go ahead. But if at any point in time, anybody who's on Zoom, if you can't hear, or if you lose something, hit your chat. You could also even call Jamie. We'll have the phone on vibrate, and so if you need it, call Jamie. She's running everything today, as usual. So she runs everything anyway, so that's good. Okay, so that's that new format. So I don't remember where all the meetings are coming up, but this will be our only face-to-face here in Cedar Falls, unless we do a workshop or something here. Second thing is, keep in mind that if you attend one of these in person, and you zoom in on the other 3, you can get a licensure renewal credit. And so Jamie is going to show you online quickly where the forms are, and then we're going to talk through a little bit of that. It's, as you know, we'll talk more about licensure renewal credits in a little bit, but we have been now approved by the DOE to offer licensure renewal credit. So I'll probably say this more than once today, but if you're doing anything in your district that you want to provide licensure renewal credit for your staff, you can apply through us and get credit. You can get approval for licensure renewal credits through us if you want. Charge $80. The teacher or whoever's getting it would pay $80 for the licensure renewal credit. And we'll talk more about that, you know, later on. But it doesn't have to be just the micro-credentials we're going to talk about later. It can be any kind of professional development you're doing where it meets the definition. We work with you to fill out the forms and all of that. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But if you are watching this one or you are here and you plan to attend the other 3 and you want that licensure renewal credit, there is a form, there's a place on, where is it, Jim?
Meeting, under the meeting handouts for today. So from the home page, if you just click on meetings, and then everything for today is there. And so there's the MISIC PD program offerings. Will show you all the different ways you can get credit this year, because you can do it through coming to regionals or a combination of attending a 1-day workshop and then going to 2 regionals, or there's several different combinations. You can go to 2 workshops and get credit. Basically, it's 2 days of time.
Yeah, well,
yep,
we'll talk about that one a little bit later when we more in detail. There's a document there, though, that you may want to look at that basically shows all of the ways that you can earn a licensure renewal credit through our workshops, conferences, meetings, etc. So, you know, you can register for these as you go to the conferences the first day of whichever those you choose. But we'll talk more in detail about this in a little bit. But we just wanted you to also know, if Jamie goes back to the website, the regional meeting reflection form, if you're going, just want to make you aware, because it may be something you want to start kind of playing around with as the meeting goes along today. There's a reflection form there that you have to fill out to get the credit. Now, like everything else, the meetings themselves will take up the bulk of the hours needed for credit, but then the reflection is anticipated taking the rest of those hours. So it's not a hugely long reflection. Basically, we want you to think about the stuff you're learning today, and how you would use that back in the district and how you would apply it and who needs to get it and those kind of things. So it's pretty short and sweet, but that's what you have to turn in is a reflection form for each meeting at the end of the year to get the licensure renewal credit. So, all right. So any questions on getting licensure renewal credit for meetings from anybody? I'll watch the chat room too and see if it's. Well, the very, very good news today is you don't have to listen to me very much today because we have two outstanding people that are going to be talking to you on two. Irv is clapping. Irv back there is clapping when I said that. I think he's clapping because we have two exceptional people here to talk to you. And this is our goal now. Instead of it being more kind of meeting focused, we wanted to, because we're doing 4 and they're all unique meetings. There's no repetition between the meetings. That presents us an opportunity to go more in depth with some of the topics that are of importance to you. So